Hi, this is Staffy Twist, Whitney Marie, the project manager lady, and I'm gonna show you how to draw a horse. So first we start with a sketch, and however you like to sketch is fine. Just try your best to stay on model within the sketch, because if your sketch is off model or it doesn't look the way that you want the drawing to end up, it's gonna be frustrating. So if you need to do like 3 or 4 sketches to ballpark where you want to be, that's fine. However you do the process, just make sure that it's as close to the end result as you want it to be. Once you're done with the sketch and you're moving on to line art, it's important to try and keep the line art consistent, to keep the pen width consistent, at least with this style of art. With your own style, it doesn't matter, you do what you want, but when you're trying to be show accurate, you want the pen size to be at the exact same size. I would recommend actually using the pen tool that's on the sidebar, and using that to draw out the shapes. Then you right click and go to like draw path. You can click pen pressure sensitivity when you're drawing things like the shape of the eye. Like that eyelid usually is very tapered, so you can do it with that. With the rest, I would just keep it the same pen pressure, and then once you're done drawing the line, just go back and erase to taper the lines where you want them to be. And something else that I like to do when I'm doing line art is, once I'm finished with like erasing and modifying and cleaning up, I will actually duplicate the layer on top of itself, because usually then I can see little nicks and little pixelated bits that I didn't completely erase. And it's also to have the background at a neutral tone, like a neutral purple or like a medium gray or something like that, because if it's pure white or pure black, then you're not going to see those mistakes as easily. Once I'm done with the line art, I move on to coloring, and once I start coloring, what I do is I select the outside of the line art, and then I go to select, I go down and I go to invert selection, and then I go to modify and contract, and I contract the selection by 3 pixels or so. And this will select everything inside of the line art, and then I create a layer underneath of the line art and I fill it in, and this fill is going to be the base color, and typically I choose the color of the body to be the base, or whatever color is going to be predominant in the drawing, so that I can color less and save a lot more time. And then I create a layer on top of the base, and this is going to be the main color, so like the color of the main, the color of the eyes, maybe. But for this drawing, I just did it the color of the mane, and I used the pen tool to flood fill in the mane, because it was a lot faster than like going in with a pen and coloring it all in. Once I have that done, then I create another layer on top of that. This layer is for the eyes. It's going to be clipping mask, so that I can have everything in a certain area. So I draw the color of the eyes, and then I put a clipping mask on top of that, and that clipping mask has all of those little ticks inside the eyes that are the different colors, and then I merge that down, and then for the highlights I just draw 2 ellipses on each eye, and I put it above the line art. And to finish it off, then I put a clipping mask on top of the line art and I color it in. So the first thing I color is the mane, and I zoom in really close to make sure that I'm not making any mistakes, and to erase anywhere where it goes over top of the ear or the body, anywhere where I don't want it to be colored. And then I create a clipping mask underneath of the first one, and that clipping mask is for the line art of the body. So since it's underneath of the first clipping mask, it's not going to color the mane, but it will color the rest of the line art underneath. And that's pretty much all there